the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jaguars and the Seahawks. All that and more coming up next.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the SoDo district of Seattle. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
The secret to his game and his success, incredible chemistry with each and every one of the guys who catches passes with him. And not only does he ask them to stay after practice or meet him before practice, he actually demands it because he knows if they have that kind of chemistry built up, they're going to be hard to...
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, first and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. They'll look to throw here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. They'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And that one results in 35 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be...
And he's across the track into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
16 yards right off the bat with a 1st down.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to keep this again.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw here.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Jags are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That 1st down run could not have turned out worse for a defense because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. On 3rd down, this is Roberts, and he will have the 1st down here as he's up to the 15. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
7-7, our score after 1.
The
Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now back to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 6 yards there on the keeper at 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep it. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
They'll get 34 yards there. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Open man is Higgins. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw again. On the crossing route, complete. It's Ramsey.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Roberts.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Roberts. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with 1 complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
On 2nd down now, it's Wallace. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
This pass complete to Higgins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't.
Into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sideline. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He finds Reddick complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A 4 receiver set here on 3rd down. They're going to spread the field and make you play sideline to sideline, make you defend every blade of grass. Good spacing there offensively as they get the completion and the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, having back on their heels, but they're on a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a throw here, hauled in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Seahawks first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to him on first down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Romero.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Ramsey. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's going to use his legs here.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second and long. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And it'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Holding offense.
Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do our job, man.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now back to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about. And that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man complete. It's Ramsey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Play action, they'll throw. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll be taken just outside the 40. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. They'll set up a throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So that gives him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
Ready? See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a handoff up the middle. Roberts, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Back to throw now in his own end zone.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Seahawks are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Jags down by 2 touchdowns. 1:04 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's caught by Pitts.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Here's 1st down.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know